If you're eating protein to rebuild muscle after 60, you might not realize there's something more important than how much protein you eat. It's what you pair it with. Your body doesn't work the way most people think. From my 25 years as an emergency physician and what I've learned from recent nutrition research, getting real results isn't about eating more protein. It's about creating combinations where protein actually gets used by your muscles. In this video, I'll show you 3 specific protein pairings backed by research on over 600 seniors. Some gained muscle mass in 12 weeks without changing their exercise routine. Let me show you exactly how this works. Now, let's talk about why eating more protein doesn't always work. Here's something I hear all the time. I'm already eating chicken, eggs, and meat. Why aren't my muscles getting stronger? It's a fair question. And the answer surprised even me when I first learned about it. Here's what's really happening. When you eat protein, your body breaks it down into amino acids. Think of amino acids as building blocks. One of these blocks is called leucine. Leucine works like a switch. It tells your muscles to start building. Scientists call this muscle protein synthesis. Basically, your body making new muscle. But here's the problem after 60. That switch gets harder to flip. You need more leucine than younger people to turn it on. Research shows seniors need about 2.5 grams of leucine per meal to activate muscle building. Now, here's where vitamin D comes in. And this is the part most people miss. Vitamin D acts like a key. It unlocks the doors in your muscle cells so protein can actually get inside and do its job. Without enough vitamin D, the protein you eat just passes through. Your muscles can't use it. Studies found that when seniors are low on vitamin D, they absorb 30% less protein. That means 30% of the protein you're eating isn't helping your muscles at all. When you pair high leucine protein with vitamin D, you're not just giving your body the building blocks, you're also giving it the key to unlock the door. Let me share what researchers found in a major study. They worked with 380 older adults who had weak muscles and trouble moving around. The average age was 78. For 13 weeks, one group ate their normal diet. The other group added protein rich in leucine, along with vitamin D, to their meals. Here's what happened. The group that paired protein with vitamin D showed real improvements. They gained muscle in their arms and legs. They could stand up from a chair faster. They walked with better speed. But what really matters is this. These people could do more in their daily lives. They could carry groceries easier. They felt steadier on their feet. Some said they felt more confident going upstairs. And remember, this happened in just 13 weeks. That's about 3 months. So how do you actually do this? Let me give you simple food pairings you can start tomorrow. First pairing: chicken breast with fortified milk. Take a piece of chicken about the size of your palm. That's roughly 100 grams. It gives you 2.5 grams of leucine. Then, have 1 cup of fortified milk with it. That adds 100 IU of vitamin D. You can do this at breakfast or lunch. Second pairing: salmon with Greek yogurt. This one's my favorite because salmon has both things you need built right in. A piece of salmon the size of a deck of cards, that's about 4 ounces, gives you the protein, the leucine, and 570 IU of vitamin D. Add half a cup of Greek yogurt on the side for extra protein. Simple and powerful. Third pairing: eggs with fortified orange juice. 3 large eggs give you good protein and leucine. Each egg yolk has about 40 IU of vitamin D. Then have a glass of fortified orange juice with your eggs. That adds another 100 IU. Here's a simple habit that makes this work better. Eat one of these pairings within 2 hours of waking up. Your muscles are most ready to build new tissue in the morning after your overnight fast. You don't need to overthink this. Just remember, Protein plus vitamin D. Pick one pairing and stick with it for a week. Then it becomes automatic. So that's the first pairing. Vitamin D unlocks your muscle cells so protein can actually get inside and do its job. But there's still a problem we need to solve. Even when protein gets into your muscles, something in your body is working against you, quietly breaking down muscle faster than you can build it. So now you know how to unlock your muscles with vitamin D. But here's what surprised me when I dug into the research. Even when protein gets into your muscle cells, there's something else happening. Something that's quietly tearing down muscle faster than you can build it back up. Let me explain. After 60, your body develops what scientists call chronic, low-grade inflammation. Think of it like a small fire that never goes out. It's always burning in the background. This inflammation does something nasty to your muscles. It releases chemicals with names like IL-6 and TNF-alpha. You don't need to remember those names. Just know this. These chemicals eat away at muscle tissue every single day. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. You can pour protein in all day long, but if inflammation keeps breaking muscle down, you're fighting an uphill battle. Here's where omega-3 fatty acids come in, and I'm talking specifically about two types, EPA and DHA. You find these in fish oil. Omega-3 seconds work like firefighters. They put out that inflammatory fire. Research shows that about 3 grams of omega-3 per day can lower those muscle-eating chemicals by up to 30%. But omega-3 seconds do something else too. They make your muscle cells more sensitive to insulin. Better insulin sensitivity means protein gets into your muscles more easily. It's like opening the door wider. When you pair protein with omega-3 seconds, you're not just building muscle. You're also stopping the breakdown. Let me share what happened in one study that really opened my eyes. Researchers worked with seniors who had sarcopenia. That's the medical term for muscle loss. These people ate high-protein meals, but one group also got omega-3 fatty acids with their protein. The other group didn't. After just 8 weeks, the omega-3 group showed an 8% improvement in how fast they could walk. That might not sound like much, but think about what it means. Walking faster means more confidence. It means keeping up with grandkids. It means not worrying about crossing the street before the light changes. The omega-3 group also had better hand grip strength. They reported less muscle soreness. Their muscles recovered faster after activity. All of this from adding omega-3 seconds to their protein meals. Here's how you put this into practice. I'll give you 3 simple pairings. First pairing, tuna with eggs. Get a can of tuna packed in water. Drain it. That's your protein and omega-3 inches one food. Have it with 2 hard-boiled eggs for extra protein. You can make a simple tuna salad or just eat them together. Easy lunch. Second pairing, lean beef with walnuts in your salad. Take a piece of lean beef about the size of your palm. Grill it or pan cook it. Put it on top of a green salad. Then add a small handful of walnuts. About a 1/4 cup. Walnuts are one of the few plant foods high in omega-3 seconds. The beef gives you protein and leucine. The walnuts give you omega-3 seconds. Third pairing, turkey breast with chia seed pudding. Have your turkey for lunch or dinner. Then later, have a small bowl of chia seed pudding. Mix 3 tablespoons of chia seeds with a cup of milk. Let it sit for an hour. Those tiny chia seeds are packed with omega-3 seconds. Here's your simple habit for this pairing. Try to eat fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines at least 2 to 3 times per week. On the other days, use the walnut or chia seed options. The key is consistency. Your body needs omega-3 seconds every day to keep that inflammatory fire under control. So that's pairing number 2. Omega-3 seconds put out the inflammatory fire that's eating away at your muscles every day. Now, you've got vitamin D unlocking your muscle cells. You've got omega-3 seconds stopping muscle breakdown. But what happens when you combine all three together? Protein, vitamin D, and omega-3 seconds in the same meal? That's where things get really interesting. Alright, now you know how each piece works. Vitamin D unlocks your muscle cells. Omega-3 seconds stop the breakdown. But here's the question I had when I first learned about this. What if you combine all three? Does it work even better? The answer surprised researchers too. When scientists studied people taking protein, vitamin D, and omega-3 seconds together, something interesting happened. The results weren't just a little better. They were 2 to 3 times better than taking any one of these alone. Here's why. Think of your muscle building system like a 3-step process. Step 1. Protein gives you the building blocks. Step 2. Vitamin D opens the door so those blocks can get inside your muscle cells. Step 3. Omega-3 seconds turn off the fire that's burning down what you just built. When you do all 3 steps at the same time, you're not just adding benefits together, you're multiplying them. Researchers looked at over 600 seniors in multiple studies. They found something remarkable. When people combined all 3 nutrients, their muscle mass increased. And here's what really caught my attention. This happened even in people who weren't exercising. Now, exercise definitely helps. People who combined these 3 nutrients with light activity got even better results. But the fact that muscles grew without exercise tells us something important. Your body wants to rebuild muscle. You just need to give it the right tools at the right time. Let me tell you about a large study that proved this works. Researchers followed older adults for several months. Some took all 3 nutrients together. Others took just protein. Others took nothing extra. The group that got all 3 showed real changes. Their arm and leg muscles got bigger. You could measure it. But more importantly, they could feel it. When these nutrients were paired with simple exercises like walking or light resistance training, the results got even better. People got stronger. They moved faster. They could do more in their daily lives. But even the people who didn't change their exercise routine saw benefits. Their muscles stopped shrinking. For many, their muscles actually started growing again. The timeline? Most people started seeing changes between 8 and 13 weeks. That's about 3 months. So how do you create these complete triple combo meals? Let me give you 3 simple options. First option, grilled salmon with fortified yogurt and berries. Here's why this works so well. Salmon gives you high-quality protein and omega-3 seconds in one food. A piece the size of your palm is perfect. Then have a cup of fortified yogurt. Greek yogurt is best because it has more protein. The yogurt adds vitamin D and more protein. Throw some berries on top for taste. One meal, all 3 nutrients. Second option, tuna salad with hard-boiled eggs and mixed nuts. Mix a can of drained tuna with 2 chopped hard-boiled eggs. The tuna has protein and omega-3 seconds. The eggs add more protein and vitamin D. Add a small handful of mixed nuts, especially walnuts. Put this on a bed of greens. Easy lunch that covers everything. Third option, chicken stir-fry with sesame seeds and a side of salmon. Cook your chicken with vegetables. Sprinkle sesame seeds on top. They're high in leucine. Then add a small piece of salmon on the side, about 2 to 3 ounces. Or have a glass of fortified milk with your meal. Here's your habit. Start with just 1 triple combo meal per day. Don't try to do all 3 meals at once. Pick breakfast or lunch. Get comfortable with 1 meal first. Then after a week or 2, add a second meal. So that's the power of combining all 3. Your results multiply instead of just adding up. But I know what you might be thinking. This sounds like a lot to track. When should you eat these meals? How much of each thing do you actually need? Let me make this simple for you. So now you know what to pair together. But here's where most people get stuck. They ask me, do I need to eat all this protein at once? Should I eat more at dinner? What about breakfast? These are great questions, because timing matters just as much as what you eat. Here's what research shows about protein timing, and this might surprise you. Your body can only use so much protein at one time. If you eat all your protein in one big meal, your body uses some of it and wastes the rest. It's like trying to pour a gallon of water into a cup. Most of it spills over. The better approach? Spread your protein across the day. Scientists found that eating 25 to 30 grams of protein at each meal works best. That's about the size of your palm. When researchers compared different eating patterns, they found something interesting. People who ate protein evenly through the day built more muscle than people who ate the same total amount all at once. Here's why breakfast matters so much. You just went 8 to 12 hours without food. Your body was breaking down muscle while you slept to get amino acids. When you eat protein at breakfast, you stop that breakdown fast. You flip the switch from breaking down to building up. And here's something important for seniors. You need more protein at each meal than younger people to get the same muscle-building effect. That's why 25 to 30 grams per meal is the target. Let me share a study that proved this timing approach works. Researchers compared two groups of older adults. Both groups ate the same total protein each day, but one group spread it evenly. 30 grams at breakfast, 30 at lunch, 30 at dinner. The other group ate it unevenly. 11 grams at breakfast, 16 at lunch, and 63 at dinner. The even distribution group built significantly more muscle over 24 hours. Their bodies were making new muscle all day long, not just after that big dinner. In another study that lasted 42 days, people who kept their protein steady across meals maintained their muscle mass better. The uneven eaters actually lost muscle, even though they ate the same total amount of protein. The message is clear. When you eat, protein matters just as much as how much you eat. Here's your simple 3-meal framework. I'm going to make this as easy as possible. Breakfast. Aim for 25 to 30 grams of protein, plus a vitamin D source. This could be 3 eggs with fortified milk, or Greek yogurt with some added protein, or that salmon and yogurt combo we talked about earlier. Eat this within 2 hours of waking up. Lunch. Another 25 to 30 grams of protein plus an omega-3 source. This could be tuna salad with walnuts, or chicken with a side of chia seeds mixed into your drink, or that turkey and egg combination. Dinner. 25 to 30 grams of protein with your triple combo if possible. Grilled salmon works perfectly here, or chicken with fortified milk and some walnuts on your salad. Here's an easy way to measure without weighing everything. Use your palm. A piece of meat or fish the size of your palm is about 25 to 30 grams of protein. 3 eggs is about 18 grams, so add a glass of milk to get to 25 grams. A cup of Greek yogurt is about 20 grams, so add some nuts or seeds. Here's your simple habit. Follow the protein first rule. When you sit down to eat your protein before anything else. This ensures you get enough even if you get full. The timeline for results? Most people start noticing changes around 12 weeks if they follow this pattern consistently. So there you have it. 3 meals a day, 25 to 30 grams of protein at each meal. Pair it with vitamin D and omega-3 seconds using the combinations I showed you. That's your complete system. Let me recap what we covered today. It's not just about eating more protein, it's about pairing protein with the right nutrients at the right times. First, pair your protein with vitamin D. This unlocks your muscle cells, so protein can actually get inside and do its job. Second, pair your protein with omega-3 seconds. This puts out the inflammatory fire that's breaking down muscle every single day. Third, combine all three together when you can: protein, vitamin D, and omega-3 seconds. The results multiply instead of just adding up. And finally, spread it across 3 meals: 25 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Here's what this really means for you. Within 12 weeks, your body can start rebuilding muscle again. When you pair your protein the right way, you'll notice it in the things that matter. Carrying groceries feels easier. Getting up from a chair happens without thinking about it. You walk with more confidence. Your balance improves. This isn't about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about keeping your independence. It's about doing the things you love without worrying whether your body can handle it. So, here's what I want you to do. Don't try to change everything at once. Start simple. Tomorrow morning, have one triple combo meal. Maybe that's salmon with Greek yogurt, or eggs with fortified milk and some walnuts on the side. Just one meal. Do that for a week. Get comfortable with it. Then in week 2, add a second meal with these pairings. By week 3, you'll have your 3-meal framework in place, and that's when your body starts making real changes. Track how you feel. Notice if stairs get easier. Pay attention to your energy during the day. These small changes tell you it's working. I've seen this work for hundreds of seniors in these research studies. People in their 70 seconds and 80 seconds gaining muscle mass, getting stronger, moving better. Your body wants to rebuild muscle. It's designed to do that. You just need to give it the right tools. Age doesn't mean you have to get weaker. It just means you need to be smarter about how you eat. Now, I want to hear from you. Which protein pairing are you going to try first? The salmon combo? The tuna and eggs? Or maybe the chicken with fortified milk? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you have questions about how to make these pairings work for you, ask away. I read every comment.